Good morning, students. I hope you all are healthy and safe, and I hope you all have done your homework which I gave you in the last week. And in this video we are going to start our chapter number 3, that is playing with numbers. As the name indicates, playing with numbers, so it means in this chapter we have a different concept to learn. So very first concept to learn, that is factors. To understand the concept of factors, suppose Ashish has 6 marbles with him and he wants to arrange them in rows in such a way each row has the same number of marbles. That is, each row has the same number of marbles. For this you must know what is the meaning of rows. For this, look at this pattern. Now in this, the brown lines which indicating the horizontal line, these are in rows. So this is the first row. In first row there are 2 boxes. Now this is the second row. In second row there are 2 boxes again. Similarly, third row, fourth row, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth and ninth. In each rows there are 2 boxes. So the horizontally, when the objects are placed, these indicates rows. When the objects placed vertically, then we will say at column. So it will known as column. But as in the activity we have, each marble has to be placed in rows. Now as we have, Ashish has 6 marbles and he has to place marbles in such a way each row has the same number of marbles. So our first way to place marbles, 6 marbles are there and he has to place each marble in rows. So this is 5th row, this is 6th row, 1 row, row first, this is row second, row third, then row 4th, row 5th and row 6th. 1 marble in each row. So here total number of marbles we can write 1 into 6 is equals to 6. In this, 1 indicates number of marbles and this 6 indicates number of rows. He arranged these 6 marbles in such a way that is 1 marble in each row. Now there is a second way to place the marbles in such a way that each row has the same number of marbles. Now let us suppose I place 2 marbles in 1 row, then in the next row again I have 2 marbles, then again in the next row I have these 2 marbles, and in total I have 6 marbles. So I arranged the marbles in this way also. Now in this case I have total number of rows 3, and as in the question we have to arrange the marbles in such way each row has the same number of marbles. Again I have 3 rows and each row have same number of marbles, that is 2. So we can write 2 multiplied by 3. This 2 indicates number of marbles and this 3 indicates number of rows, and this is equals to 6, and we have total number of marbles, that is 6. Now we have the third way to arrange the marbles. Suppose I arrange the marbles in such a way, in 1 row there are 3 marbles. So this is your row first, this is your row second, and in total I have 6 marbles and I arrange the marbles in such way that each row has the same number of marbles. So I can write 3 multiplied by 2. Here 3 indicates number of marbles and this 2 indicates number of rows, because in this case I have 2 rows. So when I multiply I will get 6. In total I have 6 marbles. Now the fourth way to arrange the marbles, if I arrange all the 6 marbles in 1 row, this is only 1 row, and I arrange all the marbles in 1 row, so I can write 6 multiply 1, where 6 indicates number of marbles and this 1 indicate rows. And when I multiply, I will get 6. So with this, what I get, I arrange 6 marbles in different ways. When I observe all these pattern, what will I get? I will get 1 multiplied by 6 is equals to 6. Then 2 multiplied by 3 is equals to 6. Then I get 3 multiplied by 2 is equals to 6. And 6 multiplied by 1 is equals to 6. I observe all these patterns, then what will I get? Then 1 is the exact divisor of 6. It means when I divide 6 by 1, then I will get 0. Here remainder is 0. Now if I divide this 6 by 6, I will get 6 ones are 6. Again I get 0. Now I have to check this. Now if I divide 6 by 2, 2 3s are 6. Again I will get 0. If I divide 3, then 3 2s are 6. Similarly, when I divide these numbers by 6, then I will get 0. Simply I can say that 1, 6, 2, 3 are exactly divide 6. So here 1, 6, 2 and 3 exactly divide 6. So we can say that 1, 6, 2 and 3 are the divisors of 6. Okay. Simply says that thus 1, 2, 3, 6, because now here they are repeating, so we can't write. So 1, 2, 3, 6 are exact divisors of 6, and these are called the factors of 6 also. These numbers, the numbers which are the exact divisors of given numbers, are called the factors. So we can write factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6 itself. So let's take another example. Suppose I will take a number 12 and I have to write the factors of 12. Observe the above pattern. So how to write 12? If I multiply any two number, then I will get 12 in such a way. 1 multiplied by 12 is equals to 12, because when I multiply 1 with 12 we get 12. Similarly, the next possibility, 2 multiplied by 6. 2 multiplied by 6 is equals to 12. Then next is 3 4s are 12. 3 into 4s are 12. When I multiply 3 by 4, then I will get 12. If I multiply 4 with 3, then I will get 12. So again the reverse process will take place. So here I stop the process over here. When I will get the vice versa of the number, then I will stop the multiplication over here. For this I will write factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12, because in the previous activity we did factors means which are the exact divisor. If I divide 1 by 12, then I will get 0. If I divide this 12 with 12, 12 ones are 12. Again I will get 0. Here remainder is 0. If I divide 12 with 2, 2 6 are 12. I will get remainder 0. If I divide this 6, then 6 2s are 12. That is 0. If I divide 12 by 3, 3 4s are 12. I will get again 0. If I divide 4, then 4 3s are 12. In each cases, when I divide the given number by different these factors, then I will get 0. So if I conclude both the things, I will say factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. So I will write factor. So what is the definition of factor? factor of a number. Factor of a number, because number will be any one, 6 or 12. Factor of a number is an exact divisor. When we divide the given number by the factor, I will get always 0. So factor of a given number is an exact divisor of that number. So when you check whether the given number is the factor or not, for this just divide the given number by the number which is given to you. If you get remainder 0, it means it is an exact divisor. Conclude about factors. As we did, factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. So this is the definition of factor. So the other point we conclude from this, 1 is a factor of 1 is a factor of every number. If I have to find the factor of given number, so 1 is a factor of every number. So here when we have to find the factors of 6, we again get 6. So 1 is the factor. When we find the factors of 12, again we get 1. So in every number, if you have to find the factor, 1 is the factor of every number. So next is, every number is a factor of itself. When we find the factors of 6, I will get 6, which is a number itself. When I find the factor of 12, then again I will get 12 also, which is a number itself. So what we conclude? So I conclude, second point is, every number is a factor itself. Every number is a factor itself. If I am going to find the factor of 3, so 1 multiplied by 3 is equals to 3. There is no any other possibility. So the factors of 3 are 1 and 3, and every number is a factor of itself. Now the third point is, as we done, when I divide the factors by the given number, then I will get 0. So every factor of a given number is an exact divisor of that number. So every factor of a number is an exact divisor. If you have to check whether a number is a factor or not, so if it is the exact divisor of that number, so your answer is yes. Every factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number, and we find that whenever we divide the number by factors, then I will get 0. So this is the next point. Now the fourth point is, now let's check, every factor is less than or equals to given number. Here given number is 6, and every factor is less than to 6 or equals to 6. So we can write that every factor is less than or equal to the given number. Every factor is less than or equals to the given number. Here when we find the factors of 12, so the factors of a given numbers are equals to 12 and less than 12. So factors are always less than or equals to the given number. So if I conclude both the cases, what I find, factors are finite, factors are countable, factors are limited. So we can say that number of factors of a given number are finite, these are countable, these are limited. So we will conclude and write, number of a factors means how many factors are there. Can we count the number of factors? Yes, because number of factors of a given number are finite. We can use the word finite, we can use the word limited, we can use the word countable. Whenever we will find the number of factors, so these factors are finite, limited, countable. We can count the number of factors of given number. Next topic is multiple. As the name indicates, multiple, so it means we use the operation of multiplication over here. We find the multiples of any natural number by multiplying the number by 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. If we multiply the given number by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, we find the multiples of that number, of given number. So suppose I have 7 and I have to find the multiples of 7. For this, let me multiply 7 by 1, because to find the multiples I have to multiply the given number by 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. 7 into 1, we have 7. 7 into 2, 14. 7 3s are 21. 7 4s are 28. Similarly, I can find so many multiples of 7. If I observe this pattern, we can say that multiples of a number are endless, because we can find so many multiples of 7. We can multiply 7 by 1000 also, with 10,000 also. We can find multiples, and the multiples of a number are endless. I have to write multiples of a number are endless. And when we find the factors, here we find factors are finite, countable, limited. But here multiples of a number are endless, that is infinite. We can say infinite, unlimited, because so many multiples are there. Unlimited, uncountable. I have to find the multiples of 4. To find the multiples of 4, multiply 4 by 1. 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 4 2s are 8. 4 multiplied by 3, 4 3s are 12, up to so on. So we can say that the multiples of a number are endless, and I have to write multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, so on. This dot indicates so on, because so many multiples are there. So a multiple of a number is always greater than or equal to the number. If I have to find the multiples of 4, so multiple of 4 first is it is equals to 4 and greater than 4. We find the multiples and all the multiples are greater than 4. So we can write a multiple of a given number. A multiple of a number is always greater than, or equals to the number. But in case of factors, what we found in this, every factor is less than or equal to the given number. But in the case of multiples, every multiple of a number is always greater than or equals to that numbers. We can also say that every number is a multiple of itself. We can also write like this: every number is a multiple of itself. Because if I have to write the multiples of 4, firstly I will write 4, then 8, then 12, so on. And with both the examples, what I conclude that multiples are infinite, means unlimited, because so many multiples we can find by multiplying the given number by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to so on. Or we can also say that endless. Practice the question which is related to the topic and which we discussed in the video. Now first question is 9 a factor of 27? You have to find is 9 a factor of 27 or not, and we know that every factor is an exact divisor. For this, let's divide 27 by 9. 9 3s are 27. After dividing, I will get 0. Now the remainder is 0, so we can say that 9 is an exact divisor of 27. So I will write yes, 9 is a factor of 27. Now second question is 7 a factor of 29? So we will use the same criteria, divide 29 by 7. 7 4s are 28. In this case, I will left with the remainder 1, but we know that the factors are the exact divisors, so we can write no, 7 is not a factor of 29, because we know that factors are the exact divisors of given number. Now the third question is write the first 5 multiples of 9, and we know that if we have to find the multiples, then just multiply the given number by 1 2 3 4 5 up to so on as the asked in the question. 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 9 3s are 27, 9 4s are 36, 9 5s are 45. So I can write multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. So these are the first 5 multiples of 9, because in the question it is asked write the first 5 multiples of 9. So students, here today homework is you have to revise all the points which we discussed in the video. Revise each and every point of factor and multiple, and in the next video we will start our next topic, that is of prime number, composite number, even number, odd number. In the next video we will learn such kind of topics. So take care students.